Difference between inline, inline block and block.
I already created a HTML project, and inside this HTML project I defined 3 div tag. Inside this div tag defined 2 span tag for inline, inline block and block element. Now if we run this project on localhost, we can see inline 1 and inline 2 span tag is on first row, inline block 1, inline block 2 in second row, block 1 and block 2 in third row. Now I'm applying a style tag and I am using here inline style. So we are experimenting about display inline in inline tag. So I'm using display inline, background color is red, and I'm applying the same style in the inline block to inline 2 also, but here the background color is blue. Now if we check the output on localhost, we can see here inline 1 and inline 2 takes only the required space and stays in a same line. Now we will add some style in the inline block element. So here style display inline block and background color is also, I'm applying background color in the inline block 1 is red. Now I'm applying the same style in the second inline block 2 element, where display inline block and background color is blue. Now if we check the output, we can see it also takes the same width, required space, and in same line. Now we will be adding some height and width in the inline block element and check the output. And now here the height is 100 px and width is 100 px. I'm adding the same height and width in the inline block 2. Now if we check the output after adding height and width, we can see, okay, I'm also adding height and width in the inline element also. Now if we check the output, we can see inline 1 and inline 2 did not take the height and width, but inline block 1 and block 2 take the height and width. It takes the required space, whatever I am giving in style tag. Now check the block element also. I'm adding style tag in the block element where its display is block and background color is, let's take green, okay? And also I'm adding height and width here, where the height is 100 px and width is also 100 px. Now I'm applying the same style in the block 2, but in block 2, display inline block 2, display block, background color, I'm taking yellow and I'm taking the same height and width. Height is 100 px and width is 100 px. Now let's check the output. So if we check the output, we can see it takes the full width, but the both block 1 and block 2 starts on a new line. They are not in the same row. That starts on a new line and it's full layout control. Now if we increase the width, we can see now it's a complete understand that the block 1 and block 2 takes the full width, and we can increase the width also. So we can say inline element stays in the same line and can't take width and height. Inline block stays in the same line but allow width and height. But block element take full width and always starts on a new line.